The Let It Be Get Back Saga, take 248. Hello there, boys and girls. This is Mike from Retro Dog Digital, better known as MC Crawdad. I'm here to do, well, it's eventually going to be a fake unboxing, but I decided to cover the last year in this in this I don't even know how to put it. It has been one fuck year. Now, they were not they this was supposed to be released in uh 2020 at some point for the 50th anniversary, but what happened is COVID. I know it kicked my ass. Now, but when things started finally coming out, they were about a year and a half after, about a year and 5 months after uh, the 50th anniversary of the Let It Be album. I I was waiting with bated breath. They were just releasing tracks on Qobuz, and I was scooping them up and listening to them. And what they did was very, very, very smart. They released the best. They released the best mixes that Giles had. I believe that not the best mixes, I guess, in a sense. Um, I want to say that they gave us. Well, I believe it was there was three songs. They gave us the night. They gave us the best of, which was Across the Universe and Long and Winding Road. That showed what him and Sam Okel's. How do you say his name anyway? Okel, whatever. It don't matter. But they laid out the intentions, and it was a smart move because what they did is they showed us. They put basically the trump cards on the table first, and the basically he, meaning Giles, had to walk on a tightrope because we all know Paul does not like Phil Spector's mix or whatever, his additions. I don't care how you put it. To Long and Winding Road. Personally, I think Paul is kind of a whiny little biatch when it comes to that song and what Phil Spector did to it, especially since the lyrics, the mawkish syrup that that is inundating your ears, deserves that kind of I don't know. It's like it's like the song is wrapped in cotton candy, but it fits the lyrics. Paul put out had a album called Let It Be Naked put out just for the simple fact that he wanted a mix that he himself liked of Long and Winding Road. But that's way that was 19 years ago, 2003, I believe, is when that came out. So anyway, we go to October 15th of 2021. That's when this came out. My plan with the box sets, with the Super Deluxe Edition Beatles box sets, is to buy the box, buy a two disc. I always Sergeant Pepper. There was kind of a wide spread in between there, and there was much less of a. I want to say like about 6 months before I think I got. Well, no, 5 months because it would be June 1st, and then right around Christmas time. It was only like a month's difference for the White Album. Abbey Road, I got them both the same day, and that was my plan. Though this time was to buy the high res digital files of the box first, along with the 2 disc, and then get the box for around Christmas time. Well, want this. This came from Amazon in a little Prime truck. Then I was listening to the high res, and something struck me, and I knew I had to have the box because, well, my local store, one of them anyway, Dearborn Music. This was happened to be the Farmington store. They were having some kind of a special. I don't even remember at this point, but I actually paid the same price for this as I would have paid for it on Amazon. Let's get that hype sticker so you can see it. There. And so anyway, I went ahead and got it. I don't think you're going to be able to read the track list too well, but in addition to the box, I also got this cardstock mini poster. I guess it looks like it's about 9 by 14. Just basically an elongated thing of the album cover. One of these days, I'm going to actually put it on the scanner just so I can have a decent logo. Now, the immediate outcry. Well, the outcry beforehand, and again, I thought this was rather smart. When they were pre-releasing songs digitally, I need to do a Marco Rubio. Thank you. When they had released what it was actually the most horrible sounding thing on the box, which was the 1970 mix of "I Me Mine," which God knows what they used for it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't want to spend too much time on it. But another thing that people were whining and moaning about was that they had used basically the 1970 mix for the Get Back disc, the original Glenn Johns edition, so to speak, and it was March 1969, and really the only thing they did a little bit of editing to make it sound like it's the 1969, and they also used the 1969 version of For You Blue because George redid the vocal for 1970s version. So anyway, we got that going on. Beatle fans are actually Star Wars fans are the worst. Beatles are right below them. The fact that Disney Disney owns the Star Wars label, saga, whatever you want to call it now, and they've put out the last 2 Beatle movies, or however you want to put it. And gosh, how do they deal with that shit? Anyway, they didn't know that at the same time that we had this Frankenstein mix of Glenn John's Get Back album, the Japanese just left it alone and released the 1969 mix. See, Ringo ain't covered here. You can see all the little prefaces. And then you can see the, I don't know if any of you can decipher the Japanese writing back there. But that's the only difference. And I didn't, I'll be honest with you, I didn't get it right away. The only reason I got it is because it had an extra, it had something that the original release didn't. So that takes us to right around Thanksgiving. Right, and the hype and the fervor over the Disney, the Get Back movie that Peter Jackson had made was getting to a fever pitch. And the Saturday before Thanksgiving, I found this. Now, I redid the cover, the actual cover. Wow! Whoops. That was the actual cover. That cover is from their last photo shoot, and that's way after the Get Back sessions. I believe that was in October. So what I did is I made my own cover. This is Heather McCartney, Linda's daughter that Paul adopted. And the thing is, I'll turn around so you can hopefully see some of the track list. The thing is that a lot of these songs or whatever, a lot of these versions appear on the Get Back movie that was done by Peter Jackson. Now, the one thing that is missing, there's a group edition of Child of Nature that's not on here, but a lot of the other stuff's on here. Susie's Parlor, and there's that of Besame Mucho, and you can go down the list, even Commonwealth. And this is sort of like a soundtrack of it, but not quite. But doesn't sound all that great. It is a bootleg after all, but I'm glad to have it. So I got that, and then I'm using my phone because my TV, you couldn't see the TV screen with this camera. So this is the Disney Channel, the opening screen of the Get Back thing. I just got it just about where it's supposed to start. I'll be honest with you. What happened is I didn't watch the whole thing at once, and or even each of the 2.5 hours or however long these episodes were. There was three of them. Now, originally this was supposed to be a 2-hour movie. Now, even me hearing that this was being made by Peter Jackson, and this was back when, had to been 2019 when they first announced it. Peter Jackson, the esteemed director of Lord of the Rings, and is it King Kong or Godzilla? I don't know. He was directing this, and I was thinking to myself, 2 hours? Yeah, right. This is Peter Jackson. Well, God had a plan. he said to himself, there is no way that I could only have a 2 hour Get Back movie with Peter Jackson directing. So that's my theory on how COVID got started. They had a lot of time to redo the just do some more editing, but I'll be honest with you. I think the 2 hour movie, which is what they premiered, you know, in London right around Thanksgiving, I think that was done a long time ago. And what we ended up getting on Disney Plus was the extended edition that Peter Jackson so richly deserves. Yes. So, anyway, like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing at once. I think I watched it through twice. The first time, it was like, okay, I have the first night. I watched probably three-quarters of it, fell asleep. The next day, I watched the rest of it, and I watched probably the first half of the second one. Then the next day, I watched the second half of the second one. And then I watched the third one. I think it took 3 days. I think what it is I watched a little bit and fell asleep. God, I'm getting to be an old man. And then when it got to the point where they were going to do the rooftop, I stopped. And I think, okay, this is the climax that we've all been waiting for, and I've been waiting for him. So with that being said, I stopped it there, watched it the next day. I think it was the very next morning. I think it was. I watched that. Um, I watched that like on just as soon as I got up. So we are at the point now where I want to say it was. Gosh, if I know the date, but we got a Get Back book by the Beatles, embossed. This little placard type thing here. There. Okay. Has photos in there, which I have not opened. I bought this. This is the Target edition. This isn't the. From what I understand, the Costco edition had a different thing. If I go into Costco, which I am a member, if I ever go in there, I hate going in there, and I look and I see this for a very cheap price, I may pick it up because it has different photographs. I mean, I'm not always. Beatles are about the only group I'm kind of like that with. As much as I love Kiss, I'm not that kind of a nerd for them. Okay, in there. And what this has is lots of pictures. I'm sure some dialogue. I'm sure some of it from the movie. That's the page I was looking for, which I think is effing great. Can you see it? Oh, I can't tell, but bought it. Oh, that's it is. It's the the stuff that was in the thing. See if I can do that. Oh God, 30% off. I think it went from $80 down to like 49 or some bullshit like that. I don't know if anybody can read that. It says Target Edition, 4 exclusive lobby cards inside. The Beatles Get Back. And please visit Callaway.com. It's a bookmark. How thoughtful. So anyway, I I don't know. I've never looked. I have never looked at it. The thing is it's so god darned bulky, and that's the thing too. It's like I thumbed with the anthology book. I thumbed through it. I looked at it a little bit. I have never did a deep dive because it is a pain in the butt because it's so bulky. And this is only it's a little bit thinner, but it's about the same size. So that was either there. Okay, and we're waiting for the we're waiting for the physical release of Get Back, and we don't. It was supposed to be, I believe, February 12th, and it came and went, and we were told that they were not going to put any extras involved. The one thing they did do was they released the audio from the rooftop performance without any dialogue, just a straight thing on Amazon. And believe me, I honestly don't think I used Amazon Music so much in my life. I must have listened to that effing thing about 20 times a day. No, I'm kidding. Probably, I don't know. I could probably look, but it's got to, I've probably listened to it about 50 times. I love it. So, anyway, again, Marco, thank you, Marco Rubio, for making this an acceptable thing to do. Drink water while you're talking on screen. Should I say excuse me? Excuse me, Marco. So, anyway, the thing is what little bit of the Blu-rays and DVDs that came out right then on, and I believe it was either February 11th or 12th, didn't have any extras, and God, were people pissed. But here's the thing: I think we got the extras. I think we got, I don't. They did not plan that to be 8 hours. They planned the the DVD and Blu-ray release to be the extra thing, however you want to say it, the added bonus features, so to speak. In any case, I wish they would have at least did the 2 hour thing. I wish they would have gave us a rooftop concert without the policeman trying to get the Beatles to turn their amps off. But what can you say? But with a will, there's a way. And somebody had the will, and it showed me the way. Bootlegs, counterfeits, pirates. Okay, I can't call these pirates because technically they, like, for example, they were not released in this form, and you can't call them gray market because the source material just came out. You can't call them counterfeits because, well, counterfeits would be, for example, if somebody tried to make this, that would be a counterfeit. Anybody else but effing Universal. Now, what happened is I saw these on Facebook, snatched them up immediately, waited with bated breath, and what you're getting is this. Somebody took the time, and I salute them. They took not only the dialogue, they took out all the filming of the uh, anything other than the Beatles, anything other than what was going on the roof. Well, and they got rid of it. Good for them. You can tell when they've done it. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it's more than acceptable, and it's the same audio that is used by Amazon. This comes in a DVD and a Blu-ray. Okay, you gotta love a bootlegger that puts a product list in there. Right, as you can see, whee! Round and round we go. Where it'll stop, nobody knows. Okay, you take out the thing. Actually, let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way. This will be so much easier. This is the inside there. A crane shot, it looks like. I can hear Michael Lindsay Hogg now. I need a crane shot. Except he's not British, he's American. Oh, he's somebody's son that's really famous, and I can't. Oh, gosh, that's gonna bug me now. But it don't really matter. He's an actor, not an actor, but he's a participant in the Get Back movie. In fact, one of the funniest moments of the Get Back miniseries documentary was when Michael Lindsay Hogg had the temerity to tell Linda that I'm a bigger Beatle fan than you. I got a kick out of it. And I actually, on one of my forums that I did, my signature was, I'm a bigger Beatle fan than Michael Lindsay Hogg. I had that up there for a while. And so they released this. That's ain't a release. It's but I thank whomever for it. I know who I bought it from, but I don't think he made it. If he did, he's a very, very talented guy. And I also got this. This is basically the first part is the audio from the rooftop performance. And the second part of it is the Glenn Johns 1969 mix of every song but One After 909, which, to be honest with you, it's on here, so why does it need to be on there? That, if I'm not mistaken, that was the only song that Glenn Johns used on his either of his versions of Get Back. So, man, no, he didn't. Even his Dig a Pony even was a different version. But killer versions of Don't Let Me Down, which I'm not gonna lie, the rooftop performance, about 70% of it has been released beforehand. What had not been released is the first two takes of Get Back, which lead off the disc, and the performance. Don't Let Me Down, take one. Half of that appeared on Let It Be Naked. The other half didn't. I Got a Feeling, again. Uh, I Got a Feeling, take one, is on the Let It Be album. Thank you, Phil Spector. One After 909 has been pretty consistently this rooftop performance version across the board. Dig a Pony is on the original Let It Be album. God Save the Queen. Na, 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 na. Yeah, that don't sound right. I don't know. It's like because if I'm not mistaken, it's my country. Da, 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 da. I think that's God Save the Queen as well. The second take of I Got a Feeling and Don't Let Me Down appear, half of them appear on the Let It Be Naked album. And Get Back Take 3, which concludes the performance, is on Anthology 3. And it's kind of funny because Spector used the end of it where he says, "Thanks, Mo." That would be Paul. And John says, "Thank you. On behalf of the group and myself, I hope we pass the audition." Oh, well. Oh, my God. That almost sounds like the laugh that's at the beginning of the Inner Groove on Sgt. Pepper. Okay, anyway. So I got those two things, and I was content for them. And I kept watching Amazon to find out, okay, they're going to have it sooner or later. And they did. They put this on back on sale for 3 days, I believe it was. And I wasn't going to wait. I don't know if I canceled my pre-order or didn't pre-order it at this point. No, I never pre-ordered it. I ordered this. I got this on April Fool's Day, which is kind of appropriate. But this is a legitimate version, even though anyone on Facebook that I talked to said it was not. But my goodness, this is so cheap. You know what I just showed you, right? With the Blu-ray, with the bootleg. So, uh, okay, we got that. We got that back in. So, don't know if I can get this to actually to where you can see this, but there we go. It's basically all three discs on one spindle. How cheap can you get? Again, people were pissed off, and a lot of people thought it was a bootleg for that reason. One spindle, no inside thing, nothing on the inside of here. Then the backing. Compare that with DVD and Blu-ray, both on different spindles. Although it doesn't have a booklet, but it does have inside photos. When I got this, I was like, what the? I even looked this up on Discog, and it showed me that this was a legit version. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. So this app pretty much, I don't want to say concluded the Get Back saga, because this last part of it, the Get Back Let It Be saga, came today. Now, I was in no hurry to get this. I made the episodes into MKV files, put them on the computer. I've actually watched them, I think 3 times, and I actually did the rooftop concert too. Ha ha ha. So anyway, wasn't even worried about it. I've got a lot on my plate right now that where I wasn't going to worry about the getting the Blu-ray. Um, so I didn't. That uh, that came out last Tuesday, and I'm like, okay, I'm content to wait, which I am. Hello, Marco. And it is just water. But um, I don't know if I showed you my, you can tell my phone from the front is in pretty bad shape. The screen is all messed up. This is the back. It's time I got a new phone. So me and the Pammy went to Best Buy because they do have usually a good thing with Verizon. And so, like, Best Buy. We didn't get a phone, but I got my birthday present, even though, I whined like a little bitch till I got my way. Um, and this is what I got, the Blu-ray. Again, no extras, just the 3 disc thing. But at least this is a sturdy box. And cool, you got the logo. You got a Twickenham shot overhead. Get back. You've got John, Paul, and George, and Richard. Or should I say James, John, George, and Richard. Got some photos. I think come to think of it, I think what's in there, if I'm not mistaken, are lobby cards from the Let It Be movie. But you got John, Paul, Ringo, George, and Ringo. Now I only got 4. I just wanted to put them in order, which I never did. But this is actually a lot better thing. I was like, okay, that's kind of actually not very well glued in, but they got pictures and the discs in here. And be honest with you, these are the same pictures that are on the discs of the DVDs, which I got on April Fool's Day. That's Rooftop Performance. And no, I haven't watched it yet. No, I haven't made MKVs of it yet. I am, whoops, other way. I'm involved in a project. The one thing I should show you, I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna take a while. It's just basically this shot with nothing, no writing, anything. It's actually pretty cool. This is an outside card. Okay, if I can get it. See how cool that is? The problem is it's a pain in the butt to get back in there. And I don't think this is going to last. But I probably ain't going to do this for a few days. I'm involved in a project where I'm going to take, I'm in the process of making MP3s of my FLAC files, put those I'm transferring my FLAC files to a different hard drive, but at the same time, what I'm doing is I'm converting them to MP3, so they're not taking up much room. What I got is I'm doing it with a different computer. I have 2 laptops, 3 actually. One's really old. This one is more. It's not hooked up the other one is hooked up to everything. It sort of looks like it's on life support over there. I ain't gonna show you, but that may not sound. Oh, that's nice. That sounds simple. You're talking over 100,000 files that you need to transfer. So that's been taking a while. I should be finished with this by either tonight or tomorrow night. I'm doing the various artists last, and it is a of lot of stuff. I'm gonna add a few movies. I probably will put the uh, the three files of the Blu-ray from the Blu-ray boot, Blu-ray leg. I don't know. There's actually three different parts to this. One is the rooftop performance, which I've been extolling, laying all kinds of praise on, as you really know. Gosh, I've been at this for 40 minutes. But like I said, they're unscripted, they're off the cuff, they're unbridled and unleashed. Yeah. So, in any case, the other two things that are on here is there's sort of a what's called a comparison between the original Let It Be movie and the Get Back um, movie, and there's also a what they call a hmm, simulation, regular screen simulation. I don't know what they say. Suppose I could probably leave the blurb here. Finally, as a special bonus, this set includes a comparison edit, which presents in split screen the format, the theatrical edit, the concert edit, and the original 1970 Let It Be film edit of the concert. Okay. This allows for close examination of all the camera angle choices made by both Michael Lindsay Hogg and Peter Jackson, directors of Let It Be and Get Back, respectively. Like we don't know who the Peter Jackson is. Come on. I mean, and I know who Michael Lindsay Hogg is. I just can't think of who his mom is, and she's like really famous. She's an actress, I wanna believe. Gosh, it is bugging the f out of me. I mean, am I gonna do a Google search or do a wiki search or a Google search in front of you? Sure, why not? Because it is really bugging me. I'll go here. Who is Michael Lindsay Hogg's mother? Geraldine Fitzgerald. Yes, I knew she was a I knew she was famous. I just couldn't think of who she is. But anyway, um, I will be putting like the Get Back 3 disc on there, and also the excuse me. I'm also going to put the um, on there. I think I'm going to use the DVD versions because that'll make for a lot smaller file. And with that being said, I'm somewhere. Oh, there it is. I'm having to do. See, maybe that'll take it all. Like I said, I'm doing this on a different computer, and why I'm doing this now and instead of signing off is beyond me. But that's like 200 and X files to finish off. Okay, I'm gonna 2,700, so I want to get down to like 13 or 14 to half it out. So that's going to take a lot off. Song centric. Um, I've got my various artist files separated. Soft rock. There we. Let's see what ska does. Okay, that'll. In fact, that works well because it means I'm doing just the R's. So do there. I select all of them. Go to tools. I go convert format. Ching. There we go. And I got one to do after that. And this, do you like my new glasses? I, I'm not sure whether I do or not. I think the woman that did it, that was waiting on me, kind of chose them for me, and I was being impatient, but I've still got the last three pair of glasses I have, and I interchange them quite a bit. These are more square, like the pair I had before the last one, but they're bigger. Um, and they're bigger, like this last pair of glasses I had, which are round. I know none of you give a flying F about this. So this is Mike, better known as MC Crawdad from Retro Dog Digital, signing out. Time for Betty Bye, boys and girls.